This conference will now be recorded.
So sorry, your name is
Vinod.
Vinod. So Vinod,
Yeah.
you said like 15 years of experience. You're experienced in Ariba or in different technologies or in SAP
No,
and so on.
I have total 15 years of experience. In Ariba, I have 7 years of experience.
Okay. So I heard someone Jyoti or someone so
Yeah.
was not in SAP or not in Ariba. So how do you advise before we go into course contents or anything? So how
Yeah, yeah.
easy?
Yeah, definitely. So I will explain her what is SAP, starting from SAP, right? Because you both guys are experienced, right? So I don't need to explain you what is SAP and all these things, the product category, what is a SAP MM, SRM, and how this Ariba is, more involving product than SAP MM and SAP SRM, right?
Yeah.
So I will explain her from the starting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But even though before we start, there is another product, right? I forgot the name. So
Hmm.
the competitor for Ariba. So
Yeah. There is lots of product, not just one product. So you
hmm,
must be knowing about Salesforce, Coupa, lots of
Coupa, correct.
products are.
Coupa.
Yeah.
Coupa, yeah.
So
Coupa is more of finance.
yeah. So these products have less share of business. If you see the total share of business of SAP Ariba as a procurement software, okay, as a procurement management software, the share of business goes to around 72%, 70%. So you can imagine in the world, all Fortune 500 companies, 70% company are using SAP Ariba. So yeah, that is right. They are coming with the aggressive technology and aggressive solutions, but this Ariba have, you know, own this hands on the market. Okay, so let me start the sessions with the basic introductions of SAP, because Jyoti should know what is SAP and how this will help to her career, right? Any question, guys, before starting?
Yeah, we know just one question. This SAP Ariba and SAP MM module is same or it's different?
You can say SAP Ariba is very much advanced than SAP MM and SRM. So it is the advanced version. Actually, see this SAP MM, SAP SRM, these are the on-premise solution, right, Sudhakar and Shiv?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see the on-premise solution, they have their own limitations, right? Because cloud is the technology, but with the help of cloud technology, you can interact with the supplier, you can transmit or transfer the document immediately, right? So whatever problems are there in the supply chain, with respect to the MM and SRM, those problems will has been eliminated with the help of SAP Ariba. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So one more question. So we can migrate from SAP MM and SAP SRM to SAP Ariba, right?
Yeah, you can say not migrate, because this is totally a different solution. If you see the SAP on-premise solutions, SAP have all 170 on-premise solution, different solution like PP, MM, SD, right? And these are the on-premise solution. They require, they have the limitation up to the premises only, right? So you cannot access from home, right? But the cloud technology, SAP Ariba, you can access this thing from anywhere in the world.
No, I didn't get your point. So I mean, like even if I work from home, I connect to my from home, right? So how
Yeah,
it is
but there is a
different?
limitation. You cannot do each and everything.
What do you mean by each
Will
and
you?
everything?
Means the business processes, right?
Which business process we are talking about?
All the business processes related to procurement. Will you do it from out of premises?
Out of premises means I
You
didn't get.
means you as a not consultant, but the end
Mhm.
user, the client, will he perform everything from home if they are using the on-premise solutions?
My users work from home, so majority of them they uses SAP. So I never had any complaints or anything that they
No,
can't
no, no,
work.
no, no. You are not getting my point.
Mhm.
Let's take example of client. Okay, so
Okay.
client have n number of business processes, right? Yes or no?
I mean, like,
Hello.
what your definition of business processes? Like, which business processes we are talking about?
Each and every business's processes, the supplier registration, the qualifications, all the business processes related to as well as SRM. Okay. So I will explain you. I didn't get your point. What you want to say exactly? Okay. So let me present the slide and start the session first. Naveen, can you enable the screen sharing?
Already enabled.
Enable. Okay. Okay. It was Sudhakar or Shiva?
Hello. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Shiva, it was your question, right?
Sukumar.
Sorry, I think I need to name my as attendee four, or because I see like no one know which one is talking, who is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 second, hold.
At least we should have named. I thought.
So,
Yes, please. Can you see my screen, guys?
Nope, I don't
No.
see it.
You don't see? Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we start the session? Before that, any question? Anybody have?
No, I don't. I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Sudhakar, Jyoti.
Yeah, good to go.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. So talking about SAP, SAP was founded in 1972, have a headquarter in Germany. They are the market leader in the ERP, right? They have more than 1 lakh of employee with them. They have 215 millions of the cloud user. They touches almost 77% of the world business, right? So this is the short introduction about SAP, right? Uh, for the Jyoti only, because rest of two guys know the SAP. So talking about the on-premise and on cloud solution. So SAP SRM or other solutions are the on-premise solutions, and Ariba is a on cloud solutions which cover the spend visibility, sourcing, discovery, all contract management, procure to pay, all the business processes, all the activity or modules in the on-premise solution. So this is the short, comparative between this on-premise on cloud solutions. Talking about the product hierarchy and their comparison, you can see the SRM, S4 HANA Cloud or on-premise, and then the Ariba. So whatever problems are there in the business processes, that has been eradicated with the help of this Ariba solutions. And also this support of SAP MM and SRM will going to be discontinued by 2025. So that is the reason this thing Ariba is on very much on demand. Okay. So talking about the business processes, okay, that was the question. So there are two types of procurement. One is a strategic procurement and the operational procurement. So Jyoti, you are aware about the procurement processes, or I have to explain?
So
Yeah, Jyoti.
I don't have any much knowledge.
Okay. So let me explain you. So what is the procurement processes for any organization? For a manufacturing of any type of product, they need the resources, right? Whether it is a material, manpower, machine, method, right? And most of the things are the resource. The big resource is material, right? So for procuring any material, whether when it is a new material, we use the strategic procurement, and if it is a old material, then we use the operational procurement. So whenever we require any material in the company, whether it is a direct material or indirect material, we have to plan the material and their spend, right? So that is called analysis. If you see my left hand side, the first one is analysis, right? So analysis means to analyze the requirement and analyze the fund. Okay, so analyze the fund and analyze the requirement for the material. This thing is the first step for in the strategic procurement. After analyzing the budget, funds, analyzing the requirement, we will have to plan. We means the client, the manufacturing company has to plan the material. Okay, and according to the planning, they have to discover the suppliers. Okay, so maybe Shiv or what is your name? Shiv, what is your name exact? Can you repeat, please?
Sukumar.
Shiv Kumar. Okay, so Shiv Kumar.
Sukumar. Sukumar.
Sukumar. Okay. So Sukumar, you must be knowing the strategic
You're
and
killing my
operational.
name.
Hello.
You're killing my name, Vinod.
Okay. Sukumar. Okay.
You just say Sukumar.
Sukumar. Okay. So Sukumar, these are the business processes in the strategic or operational procurement, right? So in these business processes, whatever processes are happening offline, these business processes you can do online with the help of Ariba. Okay. So you must be aware because you are handling two modules or you know the two modules. So Jyoti, after analyzing the fund or having the planning of the fund, we have to go for the material planning of the material management. So it is done with the help of spend visibility module in Ariba. Okay, so that after uh, doing the planning of material, we have to discover the supplier for that specific material, because we haven't purchased this procure this material. So we have to find out the new supplier for that. So Ariba discovery comes in a picture when we have to find out the new supplier, because if you see in the real world, the finding out the new supplier is also a offline job, and it is a critical job. Okay, and Ariba provide the discovery platform. In the discovery platform, you can see more than 4 million suppliers are present. Okay, so with the help of this supplier, you can do your procurement. Okay, so after selecting the supplier, you should go for the registration of this supplier, which is again happening online with the help of SLP module in Ariba, right? So all these modules are integrated with the operational procurement and strategic procurement. Okay, so after you register the supplier, you should analyze the supplier capability, whether the supplier can capable enough to provide the material on time, or whether he will match the quality of the product, whether he will have that financial stability to provide the material on time, right? Or give the best price. This thing you have to do in the supplier qualification process. Okay, so after you qualified the supplier, you should perform the bidding, you should perform the negotiation. So for performing negotiation, so Sukumar, whether this MM and SRM having this facility to perform the bidding online?
So see, I didn't understand your business processes, but in you're talking about SAP MM before coming to Ariba, there are different process to approach or get the biddings done. It can be manual, it can be through consignment, or it can be existing vendors. I mean, like it depends upon the purchasing uh, business owns by that company. It varies. So not
Mhm.
so it can differ. Even but still anything can be achieved from anywhere. It's not like
Mhm.
Ariba is the only solution. But
So
how
my point is very simple, Sukumar. Just
Mhm.
whatever happening in the MM or SRM, I'm not saying these are not good modules. Definitely these are good modules, but the thing is that whatever lacunas are there in these process modules now for the business performing business
You
process,
have a request
these
for
are.
quotation, request for you have all these things.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing
I
is
am just explaining in a higher level because she should understand. We are going very deeper when we see the our practical class sessions. Okay,
Mhm.
so after having this qualification with the supplier, we will have to go for the bidding of the supplier, right? So after completing bidding process, whether it is a reverse auction, forward auctions, right? So we have to go for the contract or PO with the supplier. So that covers under the contract management module. So RFX, whatever bidding and negotiations are there, which is perform under sourcing. Okay. So after having successful PO or contract with the supplier, the operational procurement comes in a picture. Okay, so in the operational procurement, once you have finalized or once you have prices fixed with the supplier, the end user can raise the purchase requisition with the catalog or with the guided buying module, right? So when he will raise the purchase requisition, it will automatically go for the this thing approval, right? After approval, it will automatically go to the supplier. So supplier receive the order, then he will confirm the status, whether when he will ship the material or when he is going to deliver the material. All these things he will confirm, and he will send the material, and the receipt will be happen, right? So after receipt, the invoice and subsequently payment will be happen. So this is the operational procurement will cover under P2P invoicing and catalog management modules will be support to this operational procurement process. Okay. So any question here, Jyoti?
And no.
Okay. So you understand the strategic procurement and operational procurement, right?
Yeah.
So this is for the procurement, right? So Ariba have its key features or key, benefits are there. So what Ariba have? Ariba have B2B solutions that allow you to connect with the world largest network of the vendor. As I told you, the Ariba have 4 million suppliers present on the Ariba network. Okay, with the help of this supplier network, organization connect with the right supplier with the deep visibility inside vendor and its procurement processes. Okay, giving way to the error-free business transactions. So it enhance the productivity of the business processes or productivity of procurement processes, enhance the procurement processes. And Ariba have network with the millions of suppliers which meetings the business need. Okay, because of that the productivity of business processes or procurement processes improve or enhance. Okay, so remove all the complexity in the procurement processes. So what are the complexities are there in the procurement processes? So can Sukumar, can you just tell us?
Can you come again?
Huh?
Can you come again?
Yeah. What are the complexities are there in the procurement processes while you are, dealing with the clients? What they said.
The majority is like as you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understanding the vendor score, especially on the supplier, and see like how my suppliers are sending me the uh, in time they can deliver vendor score, and that is a major thing. And then quality is the
Mm-hmm.
one more thing, and overall like what is my budget, spend analysis to
Mm-hmm.
see like if I'm going to make profit of it, whatever I'm going to procure, and if I'm
Mm-hmm.
selling it, if it is raw materials or finished goods.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be, and also like in terms of internal management, you want to see like how our any company is doing in terms of spendings. So that also,
Yeah,
and
that's
contracts outsourcing those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on, go on.
So what else what else you will say, Vinod?
So if you see the business processes, I explain to the Jyoti, there are a number of complexity. Okay, in the in the procurement business processes. To understand the Ariba module, or see, Ariba is very different than this on-premise solutions. Okay, so to understand the Ariba very well, you should have good knowledge of procurement first, procurement business processes. So whenever we start the sessions, we almost cover 3 to 4 topics on the procurement processes with the deep and detailed understanding of the procurement processes. So let's take example of this thing, uh, the PO. How the buyer communicate the PO to the supplier in the real time, in the real world?
They'll create a POs, purchase
How they
orders.
communicate?
So through print out, through EDI, through okay, whatever,
Okay,
right?
there
Exactly,
are so many.
exactly.
Through email.
Exactly, Sudhakar.
Okay.
So you are right. So what they are doing, they are just printing the PO, right? They
Mm-hmm.
are taking sign, or if it is if the workflow is available, approval flow is available in SAP system, ERP system, then it is approved, and then they will take the printout. They will take the physical sign in many organizations. I see. they again take the physical signs of that authority. They scan the they scan that PO, right?
Yeah, it's some. It's, you see, it's some clients they follow the no physical sign. Some actually
Right.
they will approve it on the process, and then it will go automatically through email or through whatever
Let's talk
EDI.
about your supply
Okay.
chain. It's big,
Right,
it's
right,
busy.
right. So what they are doing, they are taking printout, again they are taking sign, and then again they are scanning that PO and attaching to the email and drafting the email and sending to the supplier. Will take much time.
Yeah,
Okay.
this are automatically. See, printout
Mm-hmm.
is actually a manual thing. Okay, taking the printout is a manual thing, but
Mm-hmm.
normally, right? Even if you have the email option, it will automatically the output will come. Then it will automatically, will go to the vendor through
Mm-hmm.
EDI process. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So see, if you count the activity, there are 30 to 40% activity are manual. In case of
Okay.
Ariba, there is no manual.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
everything.
let me, sorry to interrupt you if you don't mind, if I have a
Mhm.
question. Okay. So
Okay.
before getting into the further into the Ariba, okay,
Mm-hmm.
my just to be clear on my side, okay. So my
Mm-hmm.
understanding is actually Ariba is a front end, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
the back end is actually the same as for HANA, okay. So whatever the all the process will happen in the S4 HANA, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
normally you do the PR creation and in Ariba, and then rest will be going in S4 HANA, okay. So let me complete it, okay. And you said by 2025,
Mm-hmm.
no more S4 HANA, right? You mentioned before. Is that's what you said before, or is it something different?
Is it? It is different. I said SAP is going to stop the support. Okay. I'm not saying they are stopping this
Support for
SRM and
what? S4 HANA?
support in terms of the innovation, right? Because whatever innovation they are doing in the S4
No, actually,
and Ariba.
I think
2025
2025.
ECC
I think
6, ECC 6
ECC they are stopping
support
the support for
stopping.
ECC.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
S
Exactly.
S4
So
HANA, we are
my
actually
my
going
okay. So that
implementation
my
actually.
point is very simple. This Ariba is advanced functionality. We have to use those functionality, and customer wants this functionality.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is okay.
And the back end and front end logic I didn't understand.
No, okay. So let me ask. I mean, okay, very in simple terms. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
no, the Ariba, right? You are saying the two things. One is operational procurement. Another one is the strategic procurement. Okay.
Right.
So the strategic procurement, you're saying that the qualification of a vendor and bidding and all of them things. Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
then you actually once you create a purchase requisition, okay, that is what the Ariba. Then the purchase requisition will get into the S4 HANA, and then the PO creation and everything goods received, and then invoice everything will happen in S4 HANA. That's what I'm asking. My just to be
Mm-hmm.
clear, because my earlier one of my
Mm-hmm.
client was actually they are using only for the PR creation in Ariba, and the rest of the procurement happens in S4 HANA side.
So that is not the case. Everything you can do in the Ariba itself. So it is no
Okay.
need to go in the S4 HANA. Okay. So you can do the PR in Ariba. At the same time, you can do the PO in the Ariba. You can receive the goods in Ariba. You can manage the invoice, or you can reconcile the invoice in Ariba. Right. You can do the payment process. Okay.
Okay,
Payment.
no S4 is required. HANA system is required once you have the live, S4 with the Ariba, then you can
Exactly.
actually complete
Exactly.
all the thing. Okay, you are saying okay. Okay.
Right, right. Why you are saying that, you have only seen the two modules, okay, sourcing and contract,
Correct. Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
For the strategic procurement, you have seen two modules only. So it's not the case with the. That is the reason I explain you the operational and strategic procurement along with the integrations of Ariba modules.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So what it does, anybody have any question, guys, please? Before going ahead?
No, go ahead.
No?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Ariba network remove the all complexity related to business process, and how it is removing the business complexity in the procurement and business process, that we are going to see in the live sessions, right? And Ariba have uh, easy integration with the SAP system, SAP ERP system, or S4 system, or any other non-SAP system as well. Okay, if you wanted to Oracle ERP to be connected with the Ariba, you can do that. So that is the main actually pain area for some of the customers. Okay, so this is the main functions of Ariba. It can be easily integrated with any other system in the world. Okay, so these are the key feature. As I told you, the benefit are so many benefits. It gives the simplification of the procurement process, sourcing process, with synchronizations or integration with the SAP SRM process or other ERP software. It enhances the supplier buyers user experience by this guided buying, because guided buying and digital transformations in the supply chain. With the cloud based solutions, you can access it from the different location. It requires very low initial capital for the setup of solutions. So low initial capital means Ariba have sourcing and procurement two main solutions. But in sourcing and procurement, if let's say suppose the example of sourcing, in the sourcing solutions, if you want to go with the SLP solution, you can take only SLP solution. If you want to go with the contract management, you can take only contract management. So this type of flexibility has given by Ariba. So no need to unnecessary take another solutions. If supplier wants to onboard the supplier, the client want to onboard the supplier in SLP, and if they want to do other processes in ERP, they can do. Okay, with the help of CIG integration, they can transfer the supplier data and they can do further process in the ERP also. Okay, so it is very easy to use, easy to integrate, right? And it is also easy to transfer the master data, organization data, supplier data can be transferred easily with the help with this Ariba solution. So these are the major benefit Ariba have. Okay, so what we are going to see under the strategic procurement and operational procurement. So in the strategic procurement, we are going to see the SLP management, okay, the supplier life cycle and performance management module, sourcing module, then the contract management module, then the spend visibility or spend management module, the SM administration we will see, the core administration we will see the how the Ariba supplier network works, what are the core functionality of Ariba supplier network, what are the core functionality of Ariba discovery platform. Then in the downstream we will see the procure to pay module, then invoice management module, the complete cycle of P2P processes, right? The catalog management module, the core administration with respect to this the downstream, okay, the operational procurement, then the
Sorry,
implementation aspects in very detail. So these are the 10 these are the modules, and this is the course content actually. So anybody have
sorry,
any
Vinod,
question?
there is some background voice or some songs are coming up. I'm not sure from where it is coming up. So if
Okay, so
someone can.
guys, please mute yourself if you. Okay, now Sukumar, you
Yeah,
now it's okay.
yes, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, okay. So till now, anybody have any question, guys?
Is Vinod, I have one
Yeah.
question. See, SAP had no, procured this, purchased this Ariba, right? Product, correct?
Right,
Right.
right.
See, I mean, they are the mainstream product is S4 HANA. Okay. So
Hmm.
why? What is the their priority? Because they are going for Ariba or going for HANA. So right is a business decision. So why we should go for Ariba? Why not? Because they are both. I mean, SAP actually original product, their own product is S4 HANA system. Okay, but Ariba they just purchased, no, bought out this one. Okay, so just make no. Why is it by cost, or what is that actually the decision to go for Ariba? No, it's not a technical side, just to getting into the very high end, high level.
Yeah. So see, SAP have their emerging solution, that is S4 HANA, right? S4 HANA Cloud as well as S4 HANA on-premise, right?
Right, right, right. Hmm.
Right. So
Hmm.
why they invested in Ariba? Because because they wanted to have the procurement processes or supplier the client procurement processes to be improved at that level, so that there should not be any complexity in the procurement processes. And that is the reason this Ariba is much in demand, because with the help of cloud technology, everything happening in the real time online, right? As like, if you see the our individual buying experience, right? If you want to buy the smartphone, what we are doing, we are going on Google, we are searching for the smartphone, we are seeing the specification, right? Then we are comparing the prices, we are checking whether the supplier is authenticated or not. All this functionality is happening in the real time and online, which is not possible in other module of SAP, because they are not cloud module. S4 HANA is S4 HANA having the cloud version, but there are some limitations are in that. And when this SAP purchased Ariba, na, that time the deal was very huge. I don't remember, but they have invested the very huge amount for purchasing this of Ariba, because it was a different company. Ariba altogether, it was a different company solutions. Okay, so my thought process is very clear why they have to go, because they have the uh, advance advantage is more advantage.
Okay. So is
Okay,
it the
whatever you are seeing now, whatever we are seeing now, these procurement processes, this is the indirect procurement processes. If you go for the direct procurement, there is another version, the cloud, the commerce automations and the supply chain collaborations comes in a picture. Okay, so it is for the indirect procurement, indirect material procurement. This is the Ariba is famous for. Yeah, your next question, you are asking something.
so you are saying for the it is only Ariba is only for the indirect procurement, not for the direct procurement.
No. Whatever modules we are seeing now, this one is for the indirect procurement.
Okay,
And if the client is wanted to implement the direct procurement, they will have to go with the Ariba SCC solution.
okay. So you are going to cover in this session. Okay, not in this training only the indirect procurement. Right?
Exactly, because it is in well demand. Okay, so
Mhm.
this SS direct procurement, everybody wants to be do in the ERP only, S4 only.
Yeah, because that's a very robust planning.
A
Okay,
robust process.
MRP
Yes,
and all
yes,
those
yes.
things. So yeah, very established things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And is it the cost wise also the Ariba might be the cheaper?
Cost, yeah. Definitely
Okay,
the
so
cost wise, if you want, see, Ariba has given all the flexibility to the clients. If you wanted to purchase the SLP, if they wanted to purchase the SLP module, they can go with the SLP module. It's not mandatory to buy another modules unnecessary. If they are facing the complexity in the sourcing module, they can only buy the sourcing module. So it is the facilities available to onboard the supplier without having SLP. So this type of feasibility is there in Ariba.
Okay, so you're going to cover yes, this vendor qualification, vendor
Yeah,
bidding.
I will explain you in detail. Also, I will show you the syllabus.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, so for the SLP module, na, this SLP processes, the business processes, the supplier request, qualification, registration, right? These process we are seeing in detail, okay, in detail. Then the configuration, you must be knowing about the configuration of template configuration, template rules are there, right? The template conditions are there for each and every business process. We'll see that in detail. Then the mass invitations of supplier request, supplier registration, supplier qualification, SM questionnaire, or supplier activation, deactivation. Then the migrations of the master data in the SM administration, right? Import, export data dictionary, or master data setup, or SLP to ERP integration, how we can do that. That also we are going to cover. Then the supplier manager we are going to cover under SLP, and implementation aspect we are going to cover for the SLP. Same way in the sourcing, we'll see the sourcing process of sourcing request, sourcing project. Under sourcing project, we can create the RFI, RFP, then the full reverse auctions, full forward auctions, their bidding rule, their scenarios, their awarding, right? This thing we will cover under the sourcing, the envelope scenario, the scoring matrix scenario, bidding rules, bidding rule setup, right? Then at the template level, the sourcing template configuration, sourcing project template configuration, event configuration, full reverse forward option configuration, approval flow designing, and the approval flow condition designing. All this process we will see under the sourcing. The same way in the contract, we will see the master agreement, sub agreement, standalone agreement, how to what type of contract documents are there, hierarchical types, contract attributes, contract line items, phases and tasks, templates for the contract, approval flow for the contract. This is the upstream part of the contract. Downstream part of the contract is contract authoring. So creating the contract authoring, creating the compliance, price terms, contract management, blanket purchase order, team management, contract release order, then their template approval flow. All these things will cover under the contract. In the spend visibility, what is the public report, what is the prepackaged report, what is the personal workplace, right? Analytical report, compound report. This thing we will see under the report, spend visibility. Okay. So Ariba network, the configuration of Ariba network, cloud integration setup, we will see the transactions rule, catalog validation rules, or manage business unit, payment profile, business. All these things we will cover under the spend visibility. The same, the procure to pay. So creations of the purchase requisition, purchase order, goods receipt, invoice reconciliation, non-PO based invoice, PO based invoice, contract invoice, receiving types by item, supplier, approval flow for this one, right? The invoicing types of invoice, their exceptions type, invoice process flow, right? Conversion of service process and payments, creating and managing invoices. All these things we are going to cover in a very detailed and a very practical way. So our training will not be the theoretical training. So it will be the practical training, and all the real time scenario will be covered under this training. So integration and implementation, we will cover this administration part, core administration part, and administration part. So any question, guys? It is not clear.
How many classes, Vinod?
It will be 35 classes, 35 to 40 classes almost. So each class is 1 hour class every day. So it can be managed as per your schedule. Also, we will see how this CIG works in terms of integrations with each module.
Yeah. So
That is more
no,
important. Hello?
yeah, yeah, we know so, and also majority like whatever modules that we are upstream and downstream. So are we
Mhm.
also talking about the connectivities to the third party, even if it is sometimes it might be SAP, it might be Oracle also, right?
In terms of Oracle, we will not see it because it is very complex processes. Okay.
Okay.
So because Oracle is a non-SAP system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in terms the connectivity, okay, if you want to connect the SAP to SAP system, na, it also required the 5 licenses, 5 different licenses. Okay, so you require the Ariba network network license, then Ariba sourcing license, Ariba procurement license. At the same time, CIG and P user ID, all these things are needed. The cloud connector, it's not possible outside to show you.
Okay.
Okay, so we will not cover the Oracle. I will give you the CIG brief overview, and if possible, I will show you the live connectivity also.
Okay. And also
Okay.
this, you said P card are those punch cards only, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And this, suppose the DRF outputs and everything, that if I
DRF
have
out.
to, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
if I
yeah.
want to,
See, if you want to do the complete Arivana, it will a 6 month of training. So it's not the 2 months training. Okay.
sorry, your voice
If you
is,
want to master each and every
okay.
module, na, it will be a 6 month of training. And I don't think so.
Hmm.
Nobody will afford the 6 month of training
Definitely,
because
you're right.
the
I agree with
it
you.
is see, you also use the Ariba, right? So it is looking very simple at the prima facie. It is looking very simple, but when you are going for the implementation, na, that time the the errors, the different type of errors or the implementation is quite difficult. When the user experience is very simple, na, the process or using experience is very simple, that time the integration is quite difficult. So if you see CIG, na, in CIG 250 integrations are there. So
Yeah, I agree.
each and every integration, one integration take almost 3 hours.
And
So you can
majority of them have been owned by Ariba. We can't go and see anything, right? So every time we need to reach out to Ariba
no, no,
for
no,
certain
no.
documents.
It's a myth. It's a myth. So lots of consultants are saying the same thing. We don't have much control on Ariba. No, it's not like that. Okay. So whatever control you have in the on-premise solution, more than that you have control in Ariba.
For example, I mean, like recently my experience, job processing. So we
Mm-hmm.
don't have any control on the jobs, how the job runs. For example, analytic report, right? When you submit analytic report, that's it. It's
Mm-hmm.
until it comes to your inbox or to user inbox, you don't know what's
Mm-hmm.
happening.
Mm-hmm. No, for the analytical report, if you have seen, there are much flexibility. You can, in fact, you can schedule the report. You can customize the report. Each and every aspect of source
No, no, no.
data
I'm
and
not talking about
everything.
the customization or schedulement. After you
Hmm.
schedule, it's like a
Hmm.
suppose in SAP, you can go and see like what's your job is happening, whether it is
Hmm.
running or it's failed or certain activity you can verify it. But in Ariba, I don't can't see that because
So,
it is
if
quantum
you,
job scheduler.
yeah, when we will go with the this spend visibility module, na, that time
Hmm.
I will show you the complete functionality. Maybe you will also surprise if this type of functionality is available in Ariba, because since a long time is we are using the on-premise solution. Okay, so we are not using Ariba since a long time. So that is the reason we haven't touched all the features of the Ariba. Any question, guys, apart from this?
No.
Okay. So can I conclude today's sessions if you have no questions?
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
I mean, like maybe when you say conclude, so from where you're going to start, you're completing all the upstreams first, and then you'll go downstreams, or you'll go by procurement, sourcing, something like that. Upstream, downstream,
So we'll
upstream,
start
downstream.
with the upstream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we will complete the downstream. So
So when
as
you
per
say
your wish, if you want to start the downstream first, then we can start the downstream.
it's not like my wish, I want to know the exact flow. Are you going to
Exact flow.
suppose?
Okay, so the exact flow is from the uh, from upstream only. So it is more feasible for both the participant and the trainer to understand the business process from the upstream first. Because if you see
Upstream,
nowadays, my personal opinion, so nowadays uh, the downstream is in more demand because of there are more problem with the connectivity and more problem with the documents. Okay, so downstream are more demand. If we finish the upstream quickly now, then we can give the more time to the downstream.
okay.
So anybody have any question, guys, please?
Just to what give me what is upstream and downstream, because is it the downstream is saying that yes,
Yeah, so
ERP
see,
side or
I have already written here the strategic procurement is the upstream and the operational. Can you see my slide, guys?
yeah.
So if you see left hand side, strategic procurement in the bracket upstream, and right hand side, operational procurement downstream.
Okay, so placing of an order and execution and all will come in the downstream.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sukumar, sorry I pronounce your name so
I mean,
badly.
you might have
Uh,
watched my movie, right, Pushpa? So you watched it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I watched
No,
2-3 times. I like that movie.
he
Okay.
is the director, right?
Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for your valuable time and understanding or interactions with me. Definitely, I will look forward. I will see you in the class. Okay.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Vinod.
Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you.
thanks, Vinu.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Navinji, it's okay.